Hello, this is Harvest. I'm back with another AFK Journey video. This time, an in-depth guide to Honor Duel, how to play the Lightbearer faction. I sometimes call the Lightbearers the Lightborn because of the Graveborn, and Lightbearers is just such a weird thing to say, right? Especially in English. But so if I call them Lightborn, I'm sorry. I mean to say Lightbearers. Okay. Um, but we're gonna go over the Lightbearers. Now, the Lightbearers are in a kind of an interesting spot in terms of the Honor Duel meta because the Lightbearers are weak against the most powerful team, the Graveborn team, but they are strong against the second most powerful team, the Maulers. So they occupy a pretty weird spot in the meta in Honor Duel. Because it's kind of like rock paper scissors. They get smashed by Graveborn, and then they smash Maulers, and they're neutral against the Wilders, right? So I rarely pick the Lightborn because I just prefer playing Maulers and Graveborn and Wilders. However, I'm gonna pick the Lightbearers today because, well, I need to do a faction spotlight on the Lightbearers, because if this is your favorite faction, if you're very comfortable playing these units, then you'll have this guide to help you do your best in Honor Duel. The artifact that this composition has is Fragrant Bag, which is one of the better artifacts. What this thing does is it gives all your units haste and vitality. But this effect it wears off if any ally dies. So this is quite a good artifact because haste is generically strong. It gives you more energy, gives you more damage, and so on. Vitality is strong because it gives more healing effectiveness, and so it makes your units more durable. So yeah, I'd say that this is a really good combination. Golden Blooms is also quite strong, and I could pick them as well because there are two Lightborn units with this artifact right now. But I don't like Cassidy in PvP, so I really like Rowan and I like Lucius. And Igor is very good as well, but I'm going to get rid of him soon after I have a full team of Lightbearers. So that's why I'm going to just go with the second one. Buy the faction pack. Oh, this is great. Vala is a key unit for the Lightbearers. The key units for the Lightbearers in Honor Duel, I would say, are Vala number 1, Lucius number 2, and Temesia number 3. Rowan is also considered core, but because Rowan's healing is so weak, he can sometimes just be completely ignored. And because there are items that give your units instant ults, his energy generation is not as powerful as it would be in Arena or in PvE. So I like Temesia because she's very versatile. She's a DPS, she's a tank, and so she can really mess up a lot of squishy units, which are very prevalent in Honor Duels, so I like her a lot in my Lightbearer compositions. This item here, Beast King's Claw, gives 40% more ultimate damage. This is a good item to buy for Vala. I'm going to buy it right from the start. I have 17 gold left, so if I refresh, I only have 14 gold, which is not enough to buy one extra copy of Vala if I get lucky. So I'm just going to go with this and see what happens. And also because I have a Vala, it's important that I deploy my Vala second rather than first, because I want to keep the element of surprise. Even though I'm not going to be able to guarantee which target Vala hits.
Sir Lucius,
So
at your service.
this. I know that the opponent is a Carolina because of the artifact. So hopefully I can use my Vala to target the Carolina.
This is
I'm gonna place Cassidy, kind of a useless unit for me. I'm gonna place her instead of Igor because Igor and Vala, the position of these two units are very important. Because Igor I can use to counter the enemy's Vala or Sylvina. Now they smartly placed their Carolina at the front, so my Vala can't target the Sylvina or the Carolina. But I'm still gonna place Vala there. With Lucius, one important thing to keep in mind is it's better to keep all of your units bunched together because Lucius's AoE shield has a limited radius. Okay. Looks like it lost me because my Vala couldn't kill the Carolina. But that's okay. So Lucius is great. An early item that's really good on Lucius is the Green Hood. It gives 40% more shield effect on whenever he but of course I don't get a copy when I need it. I'm going to keep refreshing to try to get it. I have one more refresh left, so I'm gonna do that. No luck there, but I do get this, so I'm gonna lock this faction pack. I have the option of buying one of these blue items. I'm okay for now. When I'm on the ropes with only one life, I would buy one of those items, but I still have 2 lives left.
Sir Lucius, at
Yes.
Potions for sale. Buy 4. This is for research.
Cassidy. Alder team. Granny is gonna be a real problem for me.
Field into a cemetery.
Place Igor here.
What kind of treasure awaits us
Place
today?
Vala here. Huh. You see how all my units are bunched together? That really helps my Lucius.
My shield is unbreakable.
These two are not so great, but basically it's about long-term or short-term. So the buff on the left is great if you can make it all the way to the end game, where all your units are mythic. But it's not going to have any effect before then, right? The one on the right is better for mid and early game. But also I use epic gear fairly late, so you know it can be decent as well. I'm just gonna go with mythic because I'm gonna try to get to the end game. Go with that. Buy this. Not so good hits there, but we do get the Jungle Hood, which is a great item for Lucius. Gives him 40% more shields whenever he ults. And then I now have a full Lightbearers setup. But I'm not going to sell my Igor because he's a very useful unit to have one copy of to fight off enemy Sylvinas or Valas. Hail Crown. So this is the most powerful artifact and faction combination. So let's hope that my anti-Sylvina tactics works. And how that looks like is I place my units, my sensitive units at the front and my strong tanky units in the back. Try to bait the Sylvina. I'm gonna reserve an Igor here to place in the last spot here.
Potions for
Try
sale.
to bait
Buy
the
4,
Sylvina.
get 1 free. Whew. What a tough fight.
So the Sylvina's in the front.
Let's turn the battlefield into a
But I can
cemetery.
place my Igor there, right? So hopefully this gives me enough
What
time
kind of
to
treasure
burn
awaits us
down
today?
barriers. Now they have an Igor there, so they smartly placed their Igor to counteract my Vala. But if they place a unit in the top left corner, my Vala should change targets. Yeah, and that's indeed what happened. I still don't think I'll win, but anything can happen, right? Their Sylvina's still alive, which is not good. My Lucius is really helping with his buffed shields. And their enemy Sylvina is still attacking my Igor, which is what I wanted from the start. So yeah, their Sylvina is down. This looks like a win for me. So what helped is I correctly placed my Igor and my Lucius with that Jungle Hood. Gave me so much survivability that I was able to fend off Hail Crown with a Sylvina with an item. But the time is getting kind of close because the damage output of my team is kind of lackluster. But I think I should be able to do it. Yeah.
Another victory to my name.
Right. Okay, so not interested in these things, so apparently is really lackluster for people, so I'm just gonna ignore the time she comes up. Messia, that's the unit I need. So I have my core units: Lucius, Vala, Temessia, Rowan. The last unit that would be good on the Lightbearer side, 1, 2, 4. It's kind of tricky. They don't actually have a great 5th unit. So you might consider splashing a single off-faction unit, such as Huan or Damien. Those I think would fit really well with the Lightbearers. And with this artifact that gives me vitality. Okay, Gaze of Power. So I'm going to buy this because this is an item that I always buy. It's going to be very good on either Lucius or Rowan or both. I'm going to put it on my Rowan because my Lucius already has an item. This item, Deer's Blessing, is good on Lucius. It gives 25 haste for 5 seconds when shielding. So I'm going to lock this because I really like this item on Lucius. And that's it. I don't have anything. Should I lock it? I'm kind of lacking in firepower, so do I want another defensive item? No. I'm gonna unlock it. My reasoning is that I spent 10 gold already on the Jungle Hood, and so I would be spending 30 gold total on Lucius's gear. I would rather have spent that 30 gold on, you know, 2 copies of Vala or Temesia. So that's my logic.
Sir Lucius, at your service.
Lucius,
Potions for
Owen,
sale. Buy 4, get 1 free.
and then I will just place my...
Charge bravely for the divine light.
Looks like a Lightbearer mirror match, so I fully expect to see a Vala.
Let's turn the
I'm gonna place my
battlefield into
Igor
a
in the back.
cemetery.
And place my
What kind
Vala.
of treasure awaits us today?
Yeah, so Vala. That Lucius with the hood really helps.
Another victory to my name.
Temesia is great. I'm gonna buy this copy of Lucius. These 2 items, they're not so great, so... yeah. This item, Stalwart, is not bad on Temesia, but I just... Because Temesia has such good damage potential, I don't really like it on her. Cassidy. Now, do I want Cassidy as my 5th unit? She's not so great, but she's not bad. Vala and Temesia both do physical damage, so she has kind of no synergy with them. So that's why I don't really like Cassidy. Cassidy reduces the magic defense, so she doesn't really work that well with 2 physical damage dealers. She does buff their normal attacks, and the wave is a good control effect, right? So I might just buy her because I don't really see a 5th unit, a different 5th unit that could really help me right now. So I can also buy Sylvina and do a double assassin build. What do we kind of need, to be honest? I am lacking in firepower, I feel. Sylvina doesn't work that great with Rowan or Lucius, but she works terrific with Vala. Salazar also is good with Vala, and he gives me some needed control. But he's not a unit that you want to go off faction for, right? If I'm going to go 4+1, I want it to be for a unit that will actually take my team to the moon, right? Doing it for a Salazar just doesn't feel right. Should I go for the assassin? I'm pretty happy with Temesia and Vala as my 2 DPS options. I think I want to be as tanky as possible because of my artifact. So, because if she goes down, I lose the effect of my artifact. So yeah, I'm gonna decide against Sylvina play here. Okay, so hunting armor is one of my favorite items. I'm gonna buy it for sure for my Temesia. It basically turns my Temesia into a Brutus, which is really great with the artifact, because it makes it harder for me to lose the effect of the artifact. a mirror match, then my opponent has the same artifact as I. Let's see what their composition looks like.
Sir
So
Lucius, at your
I'm
service.
gonna do
Potions
this.
for
I'm gonna
sale.
do this.
Buy four.
I'm gonna
Charge
do this.
bravely for the divine light.
A Wilder team. With an item on their Leica.
What kind of treasure?
I'm gonna
awaits us
target
today?
their healing because this is a mirror match. I need to get rid of their healing, try to kill their units so that they lose the effect of the artifact before I lose it. And then I'm gonna place
This is for
Cassidy
research.
down. Just to give me a bonus. I don't think Igor is gonna help me very much against the Wilder team, so. Okay, Hewin down. And Lucius is very low. Yeah, he's gonna die. But I might have just enough. Oh no. I might just have enough to pull this out, but let's see. No, very close. Yeah, if that Cassidy was leveled, I would have probably won that. But that's okay. I'm at 1 life. Now I have to play greedy, buy items to try to sustain any kind of advantage that I can. I'm gonna skip buying this Rowan because getting copies of Rowan won't help me. I need copies of Vala. So I've been a little bit unlucky with no copies of Vala. Oh, a lot of Rowans. I'm gonna still stick to my game plan because I know that Vala can save the day for me, but not a mythic Rowan. Temesia is also good to get copies of. Lucius is also a key player. Vala's. Or I don't need. Okay, so I might be able to get lucky on Temesia or Lucius. That would help. Okay. I'll buy it. And need I need an item. I need Mask of Fury, Gaze of Power for Lucius. Any purple item that can really push me over the edge. Aren't it? Temesia. So I might be able to actually get a mythic Temesia if I sell my units. Okay, no luck. I keep getting Cassidy. I'd be happy with the Cassidy, but she is my 5th most valuable unit, right? So it would be really foolish of me to try to win by building her up when I only have 1 life left. Okay. Alright, this is a really bad spot for me. But let's see if I can win. If I can just claw out 1 more win, I think I could stabilize. Bone Scroll. So this is a Mauler team. We should have an advantage, but the Maulers are very scary.
Sir
So
Lucius,
let's
at
see
your
how we do
service.
here.
Potions for sale. Buy.
Charge bravely for the divine light.
Okay, so Pieces in the center. I don't know why the opponent did that. They did place their Brutus in the back because they're anticipating
What
Vala.
kind of treasure awaits us?
There's nothing I can do about that. Except hope that the opponent makes a mistake and places a unit behind Brutus. I'm going to place an Igor down just to give my team more survivability. He's a distraction, really. I don't expect him to do. Yeah. The key thing here is for me to burn down the Reese, because he has very little damage potential outside of Reese. He has a Seth too. I didn't see the Seth. Lucius, you can see him. He's doing so much work. He has a very cheap ult, so he can spam his shields very easily. Look how much shields he's getting. This Reese is like still alive somehow. Chandra is very tanky. Should be it.
Another victory to my name.
Great. Mythic Temesia. Now, I would like a Mask of Fury on her, but the hunting armor is pretty good. So I'm not going to complain. I'm going to be greedy and not get extra copies of Rowan right now, because I'm on the road. Lucius, though. I'm not going to buy the faction pack, because generally I avoid buying these this late into the game. Because they can really be totally random. Like, if I get just copies of Cassidy and Merrily, that would be a total waste of gold. That. Okay, Lucius. I get Vala as well here. No dice on a good item that I can. This. Try to get an item. This is not that important, so. I can get a Cassidy. I might as well do it. I've been using Igor very often as my 5th unit rather than the Cassidy. Because Igor, even at just 1 copy, he's very durable, so he's a great distraction. The server reset is really soon, so I'm gonna try to be faster with my thinking. So sorry about the. Sorry about that if I don't talk much or if I just go really fast.
Charge bravely for the divine light.
What kind of treasure awaits us today?
And the enemy or the opponent made a mistake here. They placed their 2 defensive tanks first when I have a Vala, right? see if I can punish them. It looks like I'll be able to punish them. Let's see. Alright, so Cassidy is actually doing decent work. She doesn't do much damage, but she does control the enemy pretty well. So, yeah, I feel pretty good about that.
My shield is unbreakable!
I'm not going to buy copies of her, though, because she's my 5th most important unit. Need to give Vala priority. I could buy a hunting armor. So this would be decent on Cassidy. She currently has no item. Do I go greedy and try to get Vala copies? Yeah, I think I go greedy. I need Vala's. Mask of Fury. So this is great on Temestia. I'm gonna do that. It's a more offensively minded item. But I have a very defensive team with both Rowan and this Lucius that keeps spamming his ult, right? So I think I'm gonna go with that. Try to be more offensive with my Temestia. God, these Cassidys. Lucius is already max. This is sometimes how it is. You just get a million Cassidys, 0 Valas. I'm gonna buy this double. I don't feel great about it, but it is what it is. Yeah. A Pale Crown. So this could very well be the end of my run, but I'm gonna do my best.
Sir Lucius,
Again, your tanky units in the back. Try to bait the
Potions for
Sylvina.
sale. Buy 4, get 1 free.
Place.
Charge bravely for the divine light.
Okay, so I correctly called
What
that.
kind of treasure awaits us
Now I
today?
can have the Sylvina attack my Lucius, and then my Vala attack their Sylvina. Hopefully this will be enough. Lucius is not that tanky, so this is probably the end of my run. We'll see. The Sylvina is mythic as well, so she has a shield. The wave is controlling, so that's coming in pretty clutch. Lucius is... yeah. Oh, I won.
My shield is unbreakable!
Oh, okay, so their Sylvina must have had the item that if she gets killed, you automatically lose. I didn't actually see that, so okay, that was actually easier than expected. Never buy that item, by the way. Or else that could happen. Okay. Bizarre fight. Okay, a shit ton of Merrilies. It's tempting to like buy all these Merrilies, but I'm not gonna do it. I think Cassidy is way better than Merrilee in Honor Duel. I could be wrong though. I haven't done that much testing with her, but okay. So one copy, and then Vala is fully maxed. She just has her starting blue item though. She could really use an item upgrade. The Judgment Staff is not bad on her, but I want to buy a 40, like a epic item that's gonna put me over the edge. Now this item is pretty decent on Vala as well as Temestia. Am I satisfied enough with this? I don't think so. I think I can do much better. My priority now is to get a strong item for my Vala. And I am not seeing one. Oh, so this is a decent item on Vala, but there are much more powerful units that it's much more powerful on. This is similar to the Gaze of Power. It gives you an ult without using energy and damage by 20%. So this is pretty decent on Vala. It's not earth-shattering though, but I'm gonna buy it. Because I'm on my last life. I need to do the best I can to sustain this. Just in case I use Igor, I'll just put that on him. Another Pale Crown. Yeah, at the higher MMRs, you're going to see the Pale Crown very often, so I actually have a very positive win rate against enemy Pale Crowns. And so it is not impossible to win.
Charge bravely for the divine light.
Yeah, so this mistake is so common. Deploying your key unit first. That is such a... You've seen it countless times in my videos, so never do that. So hopefully I can punish the player for doing it. Assassins like Sylvina and Vala, they're very weak if the unit that they're targeting can't be killed in one shot. So use that knowledge to your advantage. Look, like I'm totally dominating this player. Not even close.
Another victory to my name.
Or no. These haste boots are good on Lucius. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it for. He's been so clutch. I used to hate Lucius. I used to think he was one of the worst units. Maybe because I don't like his design or his voice lines. But I've learned to enjoy using him in Honor Duel. I just... why do I hate his voice? He just sounds like a total dork. I really don't like the voice acting for him. Sounds like a guy that should be carrying a big-ass book around, not a big-ass shield, right? Like, he's such a dork. So now I need copies of Rowan and Cassidy, and they're nowhere to be found. Okay. Cassidy... Okay, so... I could technically wait around and try to buy her for 15 gold, but I'm just gonna buy this. Just because I am at 1 life. And I might as well sell Igor and Marilee, because I've made my bed, and so I just have to lay in it with the choices that I've made. Yeah.
Sir Lucius, at your service.
Charge bravely for the divine light.
Potions for sale. Buy 4, get 1 free. What kind of treasure awaits us today?
Byron is actually very good against assassins like Vala. He can survive the one-shot.
This is for research.
I'm grouping my units together because I want my Lucius. Give them haste. Kind of made a mistake. I penned my Lucius in, so that was a mistake. But hopefully my units will move around. Yeah. This is a really strong Wilder team. A lot of my units are dead already. Yep. This is a loss. But I am very happy with the performance of my units. Yeah, 7 wins, and I had 1 life for pretty much most of the match, so yeah. That was my guide on how to play the Lightbearers in Honor Duel. The core units again are Vala, Lucius, and Temesia. It's a faction that I think is in a weird spot, and I think they're a little bit hard to play. And I think when you're just starting out, it's better to just focus on forcing the Graveborn composition or the Mauler composition. But you can have decent success with Lightbearers. This is not like a rock, paper, scissors type game, so as you can see, I defeated multiple Pale Crown opponents, even though the Graveborn are naturally strong against the Lightbearers. And Pale Crown is the strongest artifact in the game. So if I can do this well, you can do this well as well against the Pale Crown and other Graveborn players. So, yeah. Thanks a lot for your attention. Feel free to give me a like, leave a comment, or send me a DM if you have any questions in-game or in Discord. Thank you very much. Take care and see you around.